Hello YouTube community, my name is Rachel and I'm coming at you to share my gastric sleeve surgery with you. Or I should say my journey, because it hasn't happened yet. I'm on my way to it. And first and foremost, I want to tell the weight loss community out there, you guys are awesome. Putting yourselves out there, sharing your story, sharing the good times, the bad times, your struggles, your victories. I cannot tell you how much that means to a person like me who's been looking at this for a long time and has been indecisive if it's right for me. You guys have really paved the way for a lot of us who are sitting on the other side. And I just want to thank you for your journey, your story, your testimonies. You guys have had some kick-ass results, and I'm just so excited for you guys. You're living life and taking a hold of it, and that's what I want for myself as well. So I'll try to keep this on the short side, but I do want to share a little bit about myself and what brought me to this decision. I have done pretty much everything my whole life, and I just, have struggled with my weight my whole life. When I was filling out some paperwork for my sleeve surgery, I was filling out when I was, 100 pounds in first grade, 200 pounds when I moved into 5th and 6th grade. When I graduated high school, I think I was right around 240. And I got into the hair world and working at salons, and we were not really taking that good of care of us. We were taking care of our clients, but the weight just kept coming on. And I want to say I was somewhere around in my early 20s, mid 20s maybe, that I was getting pretty close to that 300 mark. After having 2 kids, being a stay-at-home mom, this and that, health problems started piling on. It climbed up a lot more than that, actually. And so I was looking at this surgery since I was 18 years old, actually. I'm 36, so for a long time. I tried the insurance route. Every single time it was decline, or an insurance company would have a complete exclusion, or we didn't have insurance. That has been my battle my whole entire journey. So finally I've decided I've got some cash, I've saved up, I'm just gonna pay for it myself. And that's the route that I'm taking. I have a doctor selected, I have a location, all that done. Now it's just kind of putting 2 feet in front of the other and moving forward. So I just want people to understand that this was not an easy decision. A little bit about my journey that I want to share is when I was 33 years old, I walked into the emergency room. My blood pressure dropped. I had massive fluid everywhere, and they basically said I was in congestive heart failure. I have 2 babies, and that was a pivotal moment for me, that I was just seeing my life flash before my eyes. Who's going to be there to take care of my babies? They have to have their mom. And I did what I had to do to move forward from that and get healthy, and lots of doctors and lots of testing and lots more medication. And I finally was led to a nutrition company that I used to get massively healthy. I mean, I thought this was gonna work for me. This was it. I dropped close to 100 pounds. But in the meantime, I did get off all of my medications. My health was restored. I felt great. And I was like, finally, I found the answer. I'm gonna get skinny. Yay, that's it. And then I got to that dreaded place where my body wanted a slingshot back. And it was like, I knew nutrition. I knew what I was supposed to do. I wasn't eating processed food. I wasn't drinking pop. I wasn't, ordering pizza. We were eating beautiful, healthy, colorful food that was organic and healthy, and I was doing the right things. That's how I got the weight off. And I kept blaming myself and hating myself and feeling like a failure, like, what's wrong with you? Why are you so broken? Why can't you get this weight off? And I want to put a huge huge shout out to Dr. Matthew Weiner. I think it's Weiner. Hopefully I say it right. I found him on YouTube. He's out of Michigan, and he has a lot of videos on YouTube. And he said something that struck a chord with me, and it made me cry. He was talking about people who he selects to do surgery on, and who the people that he kind of won't do surgery on, who he's going to direct towards, changing their habits, changing, their ways, putting them on a healthier pathway, and who's the people that have done those things and are still stuck. And, and he was going over the history, who's a good candidate, And then he went into the why. Well, of course, I was the candidate for surgery. I hit on every single topic. My family has a history of obesity. I was overweight and, growing steadily at a rapid pace through all of elementary, junior high, high school. Tried everything and would fail. Weight wouldn't budge. I'd like to go up, but I did not like to come down, ever. So, I had to deal with family my whole entire life, buying me Slim Fast and telling me, oh, you just need to eat right and da-da-da-da. Well, let me tell you something. I did not come from a family with a lot of money. We never went without, but they didn't have a lot of money. My mom, cooked adequate meals. She didn't have a ton of extra food, so we would basically sit down and eat dinner. We really, really, most of the time, couldn't do second helpings because she wanted to make sure that there was leftovers for my dad to go to work the next day. So we were all eating pretty normal portions of food. I never hardly ate school food, lunches. They were horrible. I loved, what is that cereal? Grape Nuts. I ate grape nuts with some bananas in them in the morning before school because that was heartier. I worked on a farm. I cleaned 27 stalls every single day, fed, watered, brought horses in, then rode my horse for an hour after that. I mean, for most of my childhood, I was a hard worker. And it was like, why wouldn't the weight come off when I was active and we were eating decent food? We never had Ho-Hos or Little Debbie's or cake around the house like a lot of people have. And so I just grew up this whole entire lifestyle that I was broken. There was something wrong with me. Going on a little rant, I apologize. Going to get back to Dr. Weiner and what he said. I loved how he finally made it make sense. There is something in our brain, in our receptor, that is linking to our stomach and it's reading the information wrong. Basically, your body has a set weight that it wants to be. It feels that that's the right place. And the people that were thinner when they were younger, who maybe are coming to him with a lot of processed foods and, drinking a lot of pop and doing a lot of the bad things, they were once thin. And so their body wants to be thin. It's just kind of an environmental thing that got them overweight. As soon as he changes their diet to whole foods, healthy foods, good nutrition, they slingshot back and beyond to that healthy weight. Me, I've been that person that my body, my brain is sending the wrong signals to my body. Those hormones are off. It's basically saying that this 300-pound frame is the right weight for me, which is why anytime anything comes off, it slingshots right back. And so when he put that in perspective, I guess it made me understand that there is something wrong with me, but it's not necessarily all my fault. There's been times where I've not done it right. There's been times where I was drinking Mountain Dew. There's been times where I was eating fast food, twice a day, being a hairdresser, but that was a long time ago. I have since tried to do it better and get healthy and make sure my children are eating healthy. And when the weight just doesn't want to stay gone, that's when you just get so depressed, so frustrated. And I was telling a friend the other day, I could be completely okay with my weight where I'm at right now if I could honestly look myself in the mirror and say, you're the one doing this. You just ate a half of a pizza, or you just went and drank 6 Pepsis, or you just went and gorged on, ice cream and potato chips. And if I did that stuff every single day, and I knew that I was consuming way too many calories and I was eating nothing but junk, I could at least own it and say, you know what, I have a food addiction. I can't control myself. I love this stuff. But when you are fixing good, quality, healthy, whole foods and putting quality into your mouth and watching what you eat, and it still doesn't go anywhere, those are the days that you want to just give up. Call it a day. Just be fine with yourself. But truth be told, I'm an adventurer. I want to travel. I want to climb a mountain. I've had this fear of kayaks. My husband wants my big old butt in a kayak. That is his dream, is to go kayaking down these rivers. And I have this fear that I'm going to squeeze into that kayak and I might be able to be all right. But then I hit a log or hit a rock and I roll over and now I'm like a top that went upside down. I'm like bobblehead doll inside that water. And I'm stuck and I can't get out and drown. It's crazy. It probably would never happen. But that's what's in my head. I'm like, hell no, you are not putting me in a kayak. But, that would be an awesome thing, the day that I could fit into something and I wouldn't worry if I'm going to be too heavy for it, or I'm going to tip over, or I'm going to drown or something. And, I'm just ready to live my life. I've been pretty blessed the last couple years of getting healthy and getting a substantial amount of weight off. Being able to mountain bike, being able to go hiking, doing some awesome stuff with my children, life being a little bit easier, breathing easier, not being so winded. Those were some awesome non-scale victories. But still being, hovering around that 300-pound mark, there's so much more I want to do. It does not entail dragging my heavy butt everywhere. I know there's a skinny girl in here dying to come out. I just got to find her. And so that is why I decided that I did not fail. My nutrition did not fail me. I did not fail anything. I look at it as what I was using was an amazing tool that got me healthy and happy and off of medications and made the inside of my body feel amazing. And you know what? Sometimes people need an extra tool. Not everybody can just go out and pick one tool out of the toolbox and get the whole entire job done. They might need an extra tool. And so I'm looking at this head on. I know that I can succeed with this for multiple reasons. One, I already want change. Two, I'm coming at this with not just wanting my stomach smaller so that I can eat whatever the heck I want and it's just smaller amounts. I'm coming at this as a tool that I can still eat healthy. I can still drink my green smoothies. I can still eat my whole food. I can still stay away from processed food. But I actually can use those two together and maybe finally push through that wall and get to the other side and meet that girl that I've never met before. Because graduating as an 18-year-old woman, being 240, 250 pounds, and shortly after that, very quickly moving up to 300, I don't know what I would even look like at 150, 160 pounds. I might not even recognize myself. And that might be a whole nother emotional battle. I don't know. But I know that I have the mindset that I'm willing to try, and I'm willing to meet her, and I'm willing to deal with all the obstacles in my path to get there. And I just want to say thank you for this awesome community again. Please offer any advice at all on this journey. I am all ears. I am totally willing to be open to your suggestions. And I just want to say thank you for taking the time and listening to me babble. And I'll definitely be bringing you updates of when I have a surgery date and when I'm going to be on the plane and when I'm heading out. And I'll probably have a few videos of me saying, "Am I crazy? I'm scared to death. What was I thinking?" But until then, I'm perfectly happy with my decision, and I'm ready, and I just cannot wait to meet that girl that I've been ready to meet my entire life. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.